E3 was awesome! This year's E3 had so many high points. While it did have one low point, Ubisoft, it had many high points. Like last year, Microsoft did good for once. Nintendo bringing back the Nintendo World Championships was awesome, and it was a blast. And so many great games were showed off. So here I will be counting down my 15 favorites. Now, before this starts, let me say something. Even if a game was already showed off before E3, I can still put it on. Anyway, let's start this list. Now, I don't know much about Halo, but I played the original Halo and Halo 4 with my cousin, so I do think it's pretty cool. The gameplay looks very similar to the other games, which is good. If it's fun, keep it the same. And the multiplayer looks very fun. My cousin and I will have a blast playing this. If one of us gets an Xbox One, and I probably won't. Man, that sucks. Also, destroying the enemy looks good too. I don't know much about it, but from what I saw, it looks fun. Since I don't know much about Halo, I don't know what else to say. But Halo 5 Guardians looks great. So how should I end it off? Ooh, I got it!
I'm a Spartan now, sir.
This is Sparta!
Clank is my favorite Sony franchise, so I am definitely excited for this game. This game will have elements from the original on the PS2, which is great! That game was amazing, so this game will play well, hopefully. But there's one thing that isn't like the original. The glorious HD graphics! These graphics look amazing, and the weapons also look great, so you know what that means, right? More destroying things! The game is said to be based off the upcoming movie, which from trailers looks good, so it should be good. Also flying looks fun too. With the ship that Captain Quirk gives you, you can fly around. Aw yeah! The game is supposed to come out in spring 2016, and if you pre-order it, you can get the exclusive bouncer weapon. I'd love to hear Captain Quirk say that. The exclusive bouncer weapon. So yeah, I'm hyped for this game. I talked about this game during my top 10 games I'm most excited for list, but that list sucked, so time to redeem myself. Yoshi's Woolly World plays like the Yoshi's Island games with some elements from Kirby's Epic Yarn. And since both of those games are some of my favorites of all time, I am definitely hyped for it. We didn't get much info on the game during E3, but with the European and Japanese version out, there are a few things we know about it. For one, every single amiibo works with the game. What they do is they give Yoshi a costume of that character. For example, if I tap my Sheik amiibo, it would give you the option to play the game as Yarn Yoshi Sheik. Also, like many of the Yoshi games, there are a ton of things to get in the levels. So if you want to 100% this game, you'll be playing for a while. I am so excited for this game. So when is it coming out in the US? October 16th? I'm getting the European version. Since Zelda U is being delayed until 2016, it's good to know that we're getting another one this year. The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes is like Four Swords, but with a few changes. For one, it has the art style of The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Also, instead of having 4 links, there are 3. But there are some other new features. For one, you can use the totem mechanic to solve puzzles in the dungeons. Also, you can give Link some costumes, like a Zelda costume. While it doesn't seem too interesting, I still like it. But none of those are the best parts about this game. The best thing is online multiplayer with friends or with anyone. Yes, yes, yes! When I went to play the demo of this game at Best Buy, I loved it. I feel like Nintendo is forcing me to play this game. I think this game would be a great co-op Let's Play to do, if I find friends that will get the game and if I get a 3DS capture card. But until then, I'll just stay hyped for it. With the success of Fire Emblem Awakening, Nintendo knew they had to make another Fire Emblem game for 3DS. Fire Emblem Fates will play a little differently. Yes, it has the regular gameplay that the series always had, but now you can choose how you play the game. You can take the path of the peace-loving Hodoshido, or the glory-seeking path of Nor. I feel like Nor will be more fun to play as, but Hodoshido will give you more time to grow bonds with the characters, and I love the characters in Fire Emblem, so it's a hard choice for me. At E3, we finally got a trailer in English, but other than that, we didn't get much info on it. So when is it coming out for the US? 2016? Seriously? Fine, I'll wait a little longer. Wait, Japan already got it? No! Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite video game franchises, but that said, I've only played one Final Fantasy game, that being Final Fantasy VI, but this might be a chance to get into it more. Final Fantasy VII is one of the most popular games in the franchise, and I would have gotten it on Steam if there weren't so many other games that I wanted to get on Steam. In the trailer, we didn't get much info, but that doesn't mean I'm not hyped. Tetsuya Nomura is developing the game, which is great because he worked on many other Final Fantasy games, the Kingdom Hearts games, and The World Ends With You, and those games are amazing. Also, the graphics are amazing, like many other PS4 games. But since I haven't played the original game, I don't have much else to say. With Ryu's recent inclusion in the Smash 4 DLC lineup, I've decided to try some Street Fighter games, and this might be one of the games I try. Street Fighter V looks like it's going to play like the previous games in the series, like Ultimate Street Fighter 4. Many of the characters from previous games like Ryu and Chun-Li are returning, but there are going to be a few newcomers. I don't know what their names are, but they look like they are fun to play as. Critical arts are also in the game. It looks similar to Ultra Combo finishers, but they are probably different in some way. Like the previous entry, I don't know much about Street Fighter, so I don't have much else to say. But I know a lot about the next entry. I don't care that this wasn't during E3, but at Nintendo's booth you could use it, so number 8 is the Smash 4 DLC. Smash 4 is already my second favorite Wii U game, but with the DLC, I love it even more. We already got Mewtwo in April, and we knew we were going to get Lucas for 2 months, but if it weren't for the leaks the day before the Smash Direct and the sound files, we would have had no idea that Roy and Ryu were going to be in the game. And we got them all on the same day. Not only that, but we also got Dreamland 64, the Miiverse Sage, and Suzaku Castle from Street Fighter in the game. And also new Mii fighter costumes Inkling such as Boy and Inkling Girl, Mega Man EXE, Isabelle, and Zero. Wait, Zero has a costume? I need it! All of this is great. Now, I would talk about Smash more, but I have 2 more parts of the countdown dedicated to Smash. So, I better get to work on those.